Hey Barbie, what you doing? Being a good girl, huh? My Barbie girl. You was a good puppy, ain't you, huh? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Hello, everybody. Quick weekend update here. Traveled for the last week for a job. I'm probably going to travel in the next week or so. So, doing some little projects. Yeah, got some stuff on the main sort of lower road I've been working on that you'll see here. Got some large scale train stuff you'll see here. I think I've shown once before a picture of it. And then the plane that I'm working on right now, we'll cover that real quickly in the end. And as I said in Hollowell, I'm putting in the foam blocks, and those are dried now. I just haven't got back down here to pull the weight off of them. But those will get trees on it, so when you look at it from this section, all you're going to see is trees going off, and the train will go behind the trees that way. I did print out and put the Statler tissue sign on the building to cover up the sign that was already pre-printed on that backdrop building, so that we know what it is for sure now. The other thing I'm doing is putting the tie blocks in for the switch stands. I just put all those in tonight and glued them down, the texture to hold them in place. Water tower that I'm going to find a top for. It was given to me by John Swanson, but I think I got a top from an old printing or one of those other, or the tire factory building Walther's kit. I think I've got that upper portion of the water tower kit, and I think I'm just going to get that water tower's top and put it on this and paint it up, and that'll be part of this scene here for Statler tissue. There's a tissue train group water tower too. Very nicely detailed model there. Although they didn't have a downspout in the middle, I had to add that myself. And then I still got to put the guy wires on between the four legs of the tower and the cross bracing. Don't know where that's going to go. Probably going to go over by Caboose Conti, up in that area. And the last thing to show is I'm pretty much getting close to finishing up this Water Street paving. I put on another coat right here to get this angle where it goes from flat and goes up the grade to be a little bit smoother transition. But we're good all the way up into there. And once I get that smoothed out with a little bit of sanding there, I'll start building the bridge section in there after I paint the road up. Then I'll start finishing up the concrete, because the concrete barrier that goes here goes under the bridge and goes around the top of the bridge over to this side and down. So I've got to finish up that area back there, and then I can start ballasting the track and doing the side of the road going up across the tracks. But moving along. So this right here is a 135 scale 6-axle heavyweight flat car, 80-ton flat car. German railways used in World War II to transport Tiger tanks, the Elephant tanks, and the very large German tanks. And I finally got the clear coat on the black. The deck is masked off because it's a wood deck, and then there's just a view of the track there. So just for size relationship here, and you can see this is pretty, it's almost like 135 is 148 so gauge, 135, so it's bigger than that. 132 I think is one of the G scales, so it's almost there but not quite. But 135 scale is a scale that most armor is at, that a lot of people build. It's the most popular scale. But this is going with I've got another one that's built that's off screen here, and another 4-axle one that's off screen, and then I have actual steam locomotive that I've got to put together for this, and then I've got a bunch of Tigers I got to put together and it's going to make a pretty big diorama here of transporting armor. The other item I've been working on is a Hanley Page Victor. I think I've showed this once also. I've painted the bottom of it white, and I have now masked it all off and done the first color of the gray coat, which is medium sea gray. And then there's going to be a dark green coat on this also that goes on, and that's what it looks like right there. So white underside, gray and green on the upper side, and I'm working on that right now too. Speaking of things that fly, this huge bug was on my back porch. It's almost 4 inches long, and I didn't know what it was, but after looking it up, apparently it's a mantis fly, but this thing is a monster.